culture of pickpocketing in Lagos State has been described as a continuous problem, with most Lagosians being victims to this vice. Most times during a raid or operation, passers-by simply watch and not get involved or raise an alarm due to various factors. Based on this, most of the times the victims get robbed or worse. Based on this data, we at Equal Block are right here in Lagos State to speak with Nigerians on their experiences and their thoughts about the trend of pickpocketing.
I had a couple of friends sometime, I think when I was in college, about 5 or 6 years ago, that got into that kind of situation. They were actually followed by a couple of guys right from the school compound, and then they went somewhere else. In fact, it was beyond just pickpocketing. They were coerced to an ATM center to actually use their cards, and then they got their monies withdrawn.
Yeah, I was at the bus stop going home from an event, and at the point when I was trying to board the bus, I noticed that my phone was, moved out of my pocket, and I only realized when I entered the vehicle, and the vehicle was already moving when I found out, and it was a little too late to, calm down or do anything about it.
I was with my father. We had a lot of money in the bag, so we are going to buy goods. African people, we used to buy goods at Ereko, but there was money in the shaka, they call it that time. That is a rice bag. Then suddenly I just noticed somebody cutting it from the back. He never knew that my father was at the back of me, told him what is going to happen. He was apprehended and was beaten to stupor. A lot of people have lost valuables, like money, checks, bank drafts, certificates, in this district, because in this pandemonium, when this thing happened, some of them they used to see their bag or their wallets from their personal, maybe from their pocket, containing money, containing documents or birth certificate, and even sometimes land documents. I'm a lawyer, so I've had these experiences before.
Yes, many times, even in my shop, my working place. I kept my phone like this. Somebody came inside and just pick it. Without my knowledge, I don't know.
The first one was in a bus. I was coming back from Oshodi to New Garage. So I never knew that the bus that entered was, these pickpocket guys, they were all inside. So as we continue with the journey, before Charlie Boy bus stop, they now robbed me. They collected 3 of my handsets and 5,000 naira, even my belt. They collected everything and gave me the beating of my life.
Yes, I have had the experience some time ago. So they collected my phone when I was coming back from VJ. So when he collected the phone, he ran away. Even there's some people around, but we cannot do anything. So we don't know whether he has any sharp object or anything that we use to hurt someone.
I've experienced times without number when I'm close for work, on our way going home in this area. Even I was thinking to call Mr. Pilot to even help us send all these RRSS to be patrolling here, because if you don't careful with your phone when you're on this area in the evening, even in the morning, you have to be very extraordinarily careful. If not so, they will snatch it. So, but they should give us security within this area in order to guide people for safety.
I think the crime setting in the whole place is just all over the place. You don't, in this part of the world, I think a lot of people don't want to get involved in what does not concern them, usually because of fear of backlash, especially from the guys that are perpetrating the acts. I mean, you don't want to try to save someone and then they come back for you within a week or within 2 weeks, So I think that's majorly what people are scared of. If not, what will stop anyone from stopping a bad act from happening to another person?
The reason is that they are afraid. This is Lagos. If they wait for 1 minute now, they will turn it to be other thing. So anybody that was the victim of the circumstance, we have to bear the price like that. So Lagos don't wait. People don't wait in Lagos. They just look at you, they move on. It's a menace in our society.
People just decide to, keep quiet about it because they just feel, well, it's not their business. I mean, I'm not the one, no, we made they pick my pocket. You understand? You understand? So, yeah, I might as well just keep quiet because, and also there's that fear that they have that if they voice out, it might land them in trouble. You understand? Because it has happened like that in the past. Yes, there have been times when somebody wanted to speak out. You know, I think someone shared an experience one time when somebody spoke out and they paid dearly for it. You understand? Because there were other people. You know, they don't just, like from what I discovered, it's not just one person. There are other people who actually, you know, who they work with, who they work together with. So while one is actually doing the picking, the other people who are like, you know, shadowing and watching the environment and all of that. So yeah.
You know, this is Lagos. You never can tell. You can start to assist, and it becomes a case of the hunter being the hunted. You get injured, and people will say, after all, who called you? So this is Lagos. You just have to walk your own way, except maybe if there are policemen in that situation, then you can involve them. Otherwise, you're on your own.
The menace in our society is a simple logic, you know, that the government can adopt. Number one, creating more jobs for the youth. Number two is get them educated. Let them go to school. Those who are not going to school, let the government prepare this what's it called? This training school, this technical school per se. Maybe if you are a welder, go and learn welding. If you want to be a carpenter, go and learn carpentry. If you want to be a mechanic, go and learn mechanic. And if you are a woman, want to learn hairdressing or whatever, or tailoring, these are the incentives that can erase the menace in our society.
I believe something can be done. You understand? But I really don't know how they want to go about it because the rate at which things are in this country, yeah. But I assure you why. Of course, there's always a remedy.
If security agents are stationed, at least, maybe not stationed, but at least they frequent their place, maybe once, twice a day, at least you put some fear in these guys that, okay, they're actually security agents that may be looking at you, you understand? So maybe that can go a way in helping the situation. But like I said, I really don't think there's much the citizens can do. I mean, if I'm walking on the street, I'm just going somewhere, what can I do to stop someone from picking my pockets? Not much, except maybe you mistakenly know the person that is trying to perpetrate the act, and then the person sees and recognizes you and like, oh, I know you, so let you go. Aside from that, nothing really. It's all on the security officials in the state, to be honest.
For me, I don't even think they should be rehabilitated. Just kill them, because if you don't get them killed, they still continue.
It depends the type of people living in the area and the type of the area. You may talk, they may just say, hey, you are the one that know them. They may hold you and this and that.
What I think is that if the government can provide job for these youth, if they have something doing, it will eliminate all this picking pocket and the rest of them, or create any handwork ahead that will make them to be so busy so that by the time they work, they will not have time to steal from others.
You have heard from Lagos residents about the trend of pickpockets and how it can be abated. Though the police in Lagos State have revealed that the Rapid Response Squad have been placed on alert against pickpockets, Lagosians have been encouraged to keep their personal belongings and devices safe. From a court blog, I am Lucy Ohiri. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media platforms. Thank you.